Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah and today we're going to be doing a different type of video. It's an eye look using lighter colors, more for beginners. Just something simple, easy, nice way to get started, and I'll be using affordable palettes. I've got E.L.F, Wet n Wild, Morphe, ColourPop, all in front of me. So first off, I'm going to start off by using a concealer to just conceal my lids. Just make an even base. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. So, you can do eye looks before or after the rest of your makeup, but for today, I just felt like just eyes. I don't need makeup on the rest of my face right now. I don't want makeup on the rest of my face. So I'm just using a brush to just kind of gently push that in. This is the E.L.F. Camo Concealer, a matte one. If you have more oily lids, I would suggest not to use a hydrating concealer. There we go. And there is some controversies on setting your lids after concealing. I personally like to, so I've just got my Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder. Just got a little bit bigger of a brush. I'm just gonna quick press some powder in. Alright. With that base going, I'm gonna get into the eyeshadow portion. So, a general kind of rule of thumb, as though there's not really any rules in makeup, it's all preference. But if you'd like your eyes to look bigger and brighter, you want to keep the darker colors to the outside and a little in your crease, just a tiny bit darker. But for the most part, I like to keep my lids bright, light colored because they just look more open and wide awake. So, Lulu's, why did you come in here to cry? Silly kitty kitty. Alright, so for example, I have these two E.L.F. eyeshadows. Here, let's open these up. So, I don't use that deeper shade. I rarely use that other shade here that's a little deeper. I like to stick to mattes in my crease and outer portion, and then a brightening shimmer, the lightest shimmer you can get your hands on usually on my lid. It's usually just a nice base. So, what is a good palette to use? I'm gonna use, I guess I could use my Zoeva Blanc Fusion one, but I've used that a lot. But it'll do, it'll do. So we're mostly gonna be sticking with those shades here for the mattes. So lighter shades. So first off, I'm gonna grab one of my bigger, fluffier brushes here. I'm gently going to, that one's a little bit darker than my lid, but I'm going to skip that shade for now. I'm gonna go into Joy in a Box, which is just slightly darker. It has a visible dent. So with this, I'm going to start by pressing that in my crease and blending it, slowly building up color. You want to start with something that isn't extremely pigmented. You want to work your way up to the deepness in the color that you like. So I like to keep it like just right on that outer third here and in the crease. This video was requested by a couple of my friends. They were like, name it eyeshadow for idiots. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm at the line of where I can like make those jokes yet in my YouTube dream career here. Alright, so I'm just slowly building that up. Lulu. So Layla got out of the cat tower, apparently, and Lucy's there now. Alright. I'm going to dip just one little bit into the shade that is the next darkest color. I'm going to put that brush down. I'm going to grab a fairly fluffy brush, just a little bit smaller. I'll show you the size difference between the two. So, just a bit smaller. So, just grab that one bit darker. That was called Conched. Just gently tapping to grab more. And I'm focusing that on the outer portion of the crease. Just kind of making a little bit of a V here. Alright, so when I blend that, I'm trying to not go anywhere further than halfway. Check yourself in different mirrors, different angles. Make sure your blend is smooth. Going back with the brush from before, just gonna use that to blend the edges of that. All right, easy enough, right? That is pretty much that. So then I like to take a very light shimmer, and I'm going to use the one from this palette because why not stick with it. I'm just going to use my finger. This one is called Noble, so just my ring finger, and gently press and slide my finger just on the lid space, not going into the crease with that though. So, just have it meet that line right here. You will blend that in a minute. So, grab your brush from before. Just kind of blend all the edges in the crease. Okay. That is a very simple, easy look there. And then when it comes to the lower portion, normally I would do this after concealer, so I'm going to just kind of add a tiny bit here so it looks like I've done that. Ding ding in the room. Normally when I usually do my eyes first, or last, but yeah. If I do my eyes first, I'll usually stop there, do the rest of my face, and then come back to my under eye portion here. But there, looks a little better. So I'm gonna grab a more just slimmer, fluffy brush, and we're gonna dip into that Joy in a Box shade here. And just pick that up and go all the way to the inner portion, just going all the way against your lash line though. I do like to just slightly bring my brush out with the product so that it kind of meets that area here. Just makes a little bit more cohesive. Then I'll just kind of take a little bit of the brush to flick it inward here. Okay. And then I will go in with a very tiny little angle brush here, and I'll dip into the deepest shade we used, which was Conched. This will work with any palette. You can honestly just do it with 2 shades. You don't even need to go into that darker one. But I like to just stick to 3 shade looks usually, 2 or 3. So just gently, and then press it on against the lash line on the outer third. And then your brush from before that you would use the deeper color with, and just kind of blend it gently the further down you hold the brush, the less control you have and the softer the blend. So stiff, you have very much control. Wow, the most control. Yeah, and blending is going to be a little harder. Nicer, softer blend. Very little control, just very, very gentle blend. Alright, and I'm going to show you pretty much the same look on the other side, just with only 2 shades from this palette. So, I'm pretty much starting off the same way with Joy in a Box. I do have more hooded eyes, so keeping it brighter is usually the better look for me too. Lulu, it's not bath time under there, please. Alright, so still using just Joy in a Box. And then I'm going to take my finger and use Noble again. Don't worry, I will 100% mention liner and mascara in this video. I am just pushing that on exactly the same way I did before. So. Woo! Alright, using the same fluffy brush, I'm just going to sweep in the crease here and that little bit here. Okay. And then I'm going to use the same narrow brush from before because that only used Joy in the Box with it. So I just sweep that under my lower lash line exactly the way I did on the other. So you can pretty much do the exact same look with 2 colors and not get very deep. If you would like to do a little bit of liner, you can always go up against your lash line on the topper or lower, but your eyes look more open with lighter colors. That's how I like it. Anyway. I'm going to suggest curling your lashes, especially if you have a set of lashes like mine. Like this one points straight out. This one goes up beautifully. I don't need to curl those. Curl. Curl. Alright. So once those babies are pointing up, you just take your mascara and just coat it on like normal. I have the Wonder Beauty Mile High Club mascara. That is about to have to go bye-bye because it's getting old. And I'm really upset about that fact. So go to the root, wiggle it upwards and out. And if you do get mascara on your lid, wait for it to dry. Then scrape it off. Do not touch it until it is dry. 1000% do not do that. And then I like to put it on the outer portion of my lashes on the lower lash line. Look at that. Soft, pretty, natural, easy. All I can say really is patience, practice, and just blend. Blend until you think your wrist is about to just fall off. Really, do that. That's usually a good bet. Then you know everything is actually 100% blended when you're like, all right, I can't do this anymore. So, I really do hope you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me some nice comments. Hit subscribe. Ring that bell. See more of my goofy face. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the occasional upload on Saturdays. I hope you're all having a great day. I love you all. Bye. Also, you don't need any of the products I used, but just pay attention to what colors you're using. You can always add more, but it's harder to take away and blend something away. See you later. Bye.